Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Art 192, Digital Imaging with Photoshop for the spring semester 2022. There won't be much recording today because what you're seeing on the screen right now covers, on Monday we covered finalizing lesson 12, which involves using camera raw and with digital negatives. We did some advanced colorization with them and color adjustments and that sort of thing. So that's what you're seeing on the screen at the moment. What I want to briefly talk about, though, is your next and final assignment. The digital painting is due next week on the 20th. And then you'll have the remainder of the semester until I believe the 10th or the 11th. To do the final assignment. The final assignment is this. You need to get or find, a photograph. It can be relatively new or old that's damaged in some way. Okay. If you need to photograph it yourself, you can. If you can find a high resolution image of it online, you can. The best ones that I have found are the ones that people have scanned and or copied themselves and then retouched and restored them. So I want minimum resolution of 200 pixels per inch, a minimum size of 5x7 or 7x5. Ideal size is 8x10. And what I want you to do is to retouch, restore the image to as good, if not better condition than the original. It can be black and white, or it can be color. It's up to you what kind of image you find. In the series of videos that we'll be watching today, which I will not record, I have them recorded, but they're available on lynda.com or formerly lynda.com. Now LinkedIn Learning, and they cover various aspects of retouching and restoring photographs. Now, the final image that you turn in should have, if it includes all of the layers, which it should, the background layer should be the original image, so I can compare the original image to what you've done to it, to the final image. Okay. In addition to that, I want to make sure that the image that you're using is, I already mentioned, high resolution. It does not have to be printed, which is something that we did before the pandemic. It just has to be turned in online as the rest of the assignments. In addition to that, some of the places that you can go for high resolution images are what is it? Hold on here. Let me check real quick. I'm going to pause the recording. One of the best resources for old photographs that you can use is the Library of Congress. So next week, when the next assignment is due, I will come back to this topic and I will show you examples of where you can find really good, original, high quality scanned images that need to be retouched. Okay, so having said that, I'm going to stop the recording and I will publish this today. It's just going to be a few minutes. And that's it. But remember, in modules, so let me go ahead and show you where they are in modules. I have some copies of these. So this is today's class. If I switch from here to modules and I scroll all the way down to our last group of projects, or our last project to retouch and restore, here are all the videos that I have on that subject. that show you, depending on the circumstances of the photograph, what condition it's in. You don't have to necessarily adhere to the original. Maybe the sky doesn't look all that great, and you want to use the neural filters and put in a better sky. Maybe one of the things that you want to do is if there are these unsightly electrical wires or something like that that you can get rid of, remove those. If you want to move a person or remove a person from a photograph, you can do that, or add a person, just as we did with the first assignment. But again, the goal is to do whatever you do to it, make it look seamless and make it look as good, if not better, preferably better than the original. Okay, so I'm going to pause the recording, and at the end of the class, I'll ask again if there are any questions or comments, or if anyone needs any help finalizing their digital painting. And then that will be it for today. For, again, the next series of or a number of classes, we will be watching more of these videos. This guy is really pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and pause.